My favorite anime trope was person stuck with angel and demon, and then they're all a big happy family. Back in the early 2000s were plenty of anime like that. Maybe not directly angel and demon, but the trope of cheerful and angry. Opposites attract, and I collected so many ugly dolls and skull animals. I loved emo culture, reclaiming the odd, the different, and saying, you don't have to change. You're perfect as is, and you're precious. And that's a great message. The whole Toru and Kyo from Fruits Basket. That love can turn you good. And that's a wonderful message. And I don't have any issues with that. But it led me, specifically, down a dangerous path. Because I was impressionable, disabled, and a little bit slow. I don't know why I'm saying was. When I was an early teen, I was alone, and I made a deal with a demon. The demon was sassy, feisty, and a little bit kitten. I believed I was making a deal with a fairy, and that I was useful in making the world a better place. After all, humanity had done a lot to damage the earth. There were a lot of bad people. And I wasn't hurting anybody. I was just planting seeds, asking questions, making them think. It didn't feel like I was doing anything wrong. I'd always end up alone after 2 or 3 years. Each person that I was guided towards befriending by this creature, all the weird tasks I had to do, all the things I was allowed to tell people, all the things I wasn't allowed to tell people. At the end of the day, as I lied awake, trying to sleep and failing, I had someone to talk to. I had someone who was there the whole time, listened to me, and seemed to have some guidance, straightforward, about how to handle situations. It started to get a little bit more extreme as I gained more freedom as an adult. Drive here. Talk to that person. See that woman alone? Stay away from her. She's not safe. What handy tips? Something I did that he really didn't like was get a job at a Lutheran daycare. He was always so quiet there. There's a lot of painful consequences to things he asked me to do, but the most painful were the things he didn't want me to do. The times I said nothing. The times I didn't help. The times where I wanted to help, and I was told by him to leave it alone. Those are the kinds of times where people died. I don't think I would have made the deal in the first place had I not had the marketing that it would go well. I was in a relationship with someone at his command, and I refer to this person as my abuser. They probably say the same about me. And we had to go to Scotland. And in Scotland, we were meant to do something. But whenever he tried to tell me, I couldn't quite make it out. But I knew that if I left this person, a child would die. And I walked away from her. And less than a month later, my goddaughter drowned. That is what a demon can do. I was told to stay with an abuser, given a lot of things to reassure me that leaving this person would be the worst option. And this person abused me. This person made me want to kill myself. And I truly believed if I didn't cut her out of my life, I would. And there were consequences. And immediately after, I found myself working at a Lutheran daycare against his will. And there, he couldn't reach me. But you know who could? God. And that won't bring my goddaughter back. And I wasn't able to get rid of that demon until recently. And the more I gave myself to God, the less I was able to hear him. But he wasn't gone until I gave myself to God entirely. And that's why I'm so worried about people being marketed that demons are cute. It happened to me. I was impressionable. It happened to the Slender Man situation. They were impressionable. And yeah, I didn't straight up murder anybody, but it sure felt that way. Rest in peace. And thank you, God, for saving me.